Hello guys, sorry about the delay, but we are here for round number 10 of AOR, here with the F6 lads, for a nice little blast around the British Grand Prix, Silverstone. And as you can see, I was very late getting into the lobby. I apologise for that, but we got Dale at the moment on provisional pole with a 126.6. Let's have a look what tyres these guys have done their best laps on. And we're seeing a lot of yellow right there. A lot of soft compound tyres, which is great to see. So, are we going to be treated to another fantastic race here for the British Grand Prix? I hope so. You guys hope so. And we're going to see what these guys have in store for us around this 18 corner circuit. So we're on board with James in the McLaren. In fact, let's go into TV pod mode for the time being, as I see comments are coming up in the stream. Let me just open the stream a sec. Let me know who you think's gonna win this race. Who is your money on? Who is gonna master the British Grand Prix? As we see a vote going in there for Sloshy. Sloshy is a very quick driver and he is one of the favourites. I do believe he's still the championship leader. So we got a big lock up from James. Right there. Not what he wants. Not what he wants at all. But we are going to get the lap delta up. Let's see what the split time is. Okay, they don't want to show me the split time. Brilliant. Thanks, F1. Thank you. Four minutes left of qualifying. And it'll be interesting to see who will be on pole position. At the moment, we got Dale on pole. Probably going to be leaving it to the very last minute to go ahead on his final flying lap. Sloshy in second. James third. Rich in fourth. Well, Rich is not someone we're used to seeing this high up. We got Jacob all the way down in 8th. And the Ferraris at the moment well off the pace. Ivor down in 15th. Vallicello in 10th. And just to confirm, B. Morgan does have a qualifying ban, which is why he has not set a lap time. As James does get up into second. Good lap from James. Just under 3 minutes left of this qualifying session. Dale in the Haas still on provisional pole. Will anyone be able to trounce him? Will it be James in the McLaren? Will it be Sloshy in the Sauber Alfa Romeo? Will it be Rich? Will it be Infinities? We got Don Silva coming out of the pits. We got Nas in the Mercedes coming through. Stowe as he comes into the pits. Okay, I don't think he's gonna have enough time to set another lap. I think that is quali session over for Nas. A sneaky ninja goes out. Jacob is also still in the pits. I think that might be his session over and done with. As Sloshy is 4 tenths up on his sector 1 time. This will be interesting. Will Sloshy be on pole position? I stay on board. I see if the Sauber can do it. As Don Silva and Richards retired from the session, as Sloshy goes to the old turn 1. Jacob also retiring from the session. As Sloshy comes through Maggott and Beckett. Through Chapel onto the Hanger Straight. Run down through Stowe. Coming into Vale. Heading around the club section. Now this is where he's going to be gunning it. I'm not sure if he would have got the track extending warning by there, but we're going to find out. Yep, he's pulled off. I think he might have invalidated his lap coming out of club. So it looks like Dale is going to be on pole position unless SJH, Vallicello. Can they do anything about it? Can Sneaky Ninja do anything about it? SJH isn't going to be able to do anything about it. His quali session is over. And there goes Sneaky Ninja, back end stepping out on him. He goes for a nice slide on the exit of Chapel. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I think Sloshy's just he's finishing the lap just for the sake of finishing the lap. Vallicello unable to do anything. What can Ozone do in the Toro Rosso? Is he going to be able to do anything? Through Stowe. Now down into Vale. Through the club section. Here he comes, and it's not an improvement for him. Ivor gets a 5-place grid penalty. That's going to drop him all the way to the back of the grid. Speaking of that, that's actually not a bad idea to look at the instance. Have we got anyone else on penalties? Oh, Sloshy also gets a grid penalty. That's not good. Ivan disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. That is not good. Not good at all. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the qualifying session for round number 10 here at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. I'm not going to lie, this is a track I absolutely love. So we got Dale on pole, Hammer is second, Sloshy is third, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty which will drop him down to 8th. So Rich will be third, Infinity's 4th, Don Silva in 5th, Nas will be promoted to 6th, Sneaky Ninja will be promoted to 7th, then will be Sloshy after his grid penalty, Jacob 9th, SJH 10th, Bullet 11th, Vallicello in 12th, Ozone in 13th, Baba 14th, in 15th we'll have Messi, B Morgan will be 16th, and Ivan will be at the back of the grid 17th, and we will see what these guys are going to be able to do. As it is absolutely chucking it down. Typical British weather. It is raining, ladies and gentlemen, and this will be very interesting because, you know, Sloshy, he is very good in the wet conditions, but he's going to be kind of in the middle of the pack. So it'll be interesting to see how far up the order he can get. Can anyone get through turn 1? Abby keeping their front wing intact. We're going to find out. We are definitely going to find out. Key places to look out for will be down the inside at Village and down at Brooklands. Through the old turn 1 Cops Corner into Maggots, Beckett and out of Chapel. On the run down to Stowe as well. And into Vale. They will be key overtaking positions as Sloshy apparently is still in third. I was right when I saw a grid penalty for Sloshy, wasn't I did remember seeing a grid penalty for Sloshy. Joe, let me just rewind the stream 2 seconds because I thought I did. As these guys are on their formation lap. Yes, it was a grid penalty for Sloshy in the incidents for qualifying. So that's unusual. That is very unusual that they would give him the penalty in the incidents but not apply it whatsoever into the actual race. So very interesting. It must be a glitch, but you know, it is what it is. So Sloshy will be in third place, which will be a bit better for him. You know, he's gonna get a little bit of spray. In fact, I didn't even check the tires. They are on intermediate tires. So I wonder, as we got people getting disqualified from the formation lap, it's bound to happen in these conditions. I'm not even surprised. As I have a nice little sip of coffee, gotta keep myself alert to get ready as they form up on the grid, awaiting 5 red lights out to begin 26 laps of the British Grand Prix. So here we go. It's a 5 red lights. Lights out, and we are underway. As is a bit of a slippery start for all of them. Bit of a slip. Oh, there we go. Sloshy did have the grid penalty, but we got Hammers and Dale going side by side on the run down to Village. Who's going to get the better? It's going to be the McLaren of Hammers. He is going to have the inside line, and oh my god, we got Infinity's having a little bit of a pop at Dale. And we got Rich holding 4th, and what's happened to Sloshy? He has dropped down to 10th place. Not great for Sloshy. Has anyone lost any bit of their front wing? That is the question in hand. As we got Vallicello going wide off circuit. Very tricky conditions. And Sloshy in 8th place, looking to do what he can in these conditions. As Infinities gets up to the lead of the race, so we completely missed that. Infinities gets past Hammers. So a great start from Infinities. In fact, who has been the better starter? Infinities climbing 4 places. SJH climbing 4 places. Vallicello going up 4 places. So great stuff from those guys on lap 1. Who has been the biggest loser so far? Well, NASA's in a bit of a battle with Bullet, and this could be him being the biggest loser. Yep, as he drops down 6 positions. Not great for Nas. But Infinities leads the way as James is under pressure from Dale as we got a yellow flag. Sector 3, we don't know who that was for, but Jacob getting past Sneaky Ninja down the inside of Abby. As we, oh my god, we almost had 3 wide, but they're almost 4 wide. Jesus, lads, take it easy, please. 3 wide. Again, there's so much action going on in this midfield right now. It is difficult to keep up as Jacob gets up into 7th. Sloshy is down to 9th once again, but he's having a little look down the inside of the Williams of Rich. And is he going to make a stick through Brooklyn and Luffield? Now he's got it done. Great work from Sloshy right there. As we got the Red Bulls line astern in 6th and 7th. Valacello climbing up to 5th. Don Silva still maintaining 4th place, but you know he has dropped off the pace of these front 3 guys as there's a bit of a gap between them now. Infinity seems to be just a little bit too far ahead. And we got James in 2nd, Dale in 3rd. And Valacello, is he going to make a move down the inside for 4th place in this Grand Prix as we got Rich and Sloshy having a little bit of a tango further back. And yep, this is a scrap going on by here. Oh, there's a bit of front wing loss by there. And that is Baba straight into the pits. That is unfortunate for him. And yeah, this midfield by here is so close. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't even get my words right. There's that much action going on. As we got Sloshy and Sneaky Ninja going side by side. Well, I say side by side. It looked like it was side by side for a second. But here we go. Bullet and Nas side by side. And Bullet, he sent it around the long way. And it looks like he's got the traction to hang it through. But Nas cuts back underneath him on the inside. And there's going to be a great move for Bullet as they come out onto the Wellington Straight down towards Brooklands as the Toro Rosso of B. Morgan, he had a little look down the inside. This is great stuff we are seeing, great racing, and we are going to have a bit of a scrap going on by here. Don Silva is being caught by Valacello, SJH and Jacob. Sloshy is now in 8th place. Hopefully he can pull away from Sneaky Ninja and catch up to the front runners. Oh, Valacello again onto the grass on the hanger straight. He actually gets onto the grass. That's not going to help him out too much as he goes wide off track as he runs through Stowe. That's going to allow SJH to have a little look as Infinities is setting the pace and pulling away. And we got Sloshy and Sneaky Ninja side by side. And I think that might have been an illegal overtake from Sloshy because he did slow down to that Sneaky Ninja back through. Or maybe it was just good sportsmanship, I'm not sure. But either way, he done it very quickly. So moving on to this fight right now between 5th, 6th and 7th. And potentially 4th as well, as they are still very close. And Dale appears to be losing a bit of pace. Perhaps he wasn't as good in the... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Valacello has gone off somewhere. He has gone off and he has just dropped back to 7th place. And that gap between Valacello and the cars behind was around 7-8 seconds. It is now only 3 seconds. Sorry, 3.8 seconds. As we got Ozone making a move on Rich. Will his teammate B. Morgan follow him through? Time will tell. But Infinities right now, he is just controlling the pace. And he had some great pace in Austria. As B. Morgan gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help his cause this early on into the race. Infinity's once again with the fastest lap. In fact, let's have a look at the fastest laps. Let's see what the pace difference is, as SJ, H and Jacob are the only ones who join Infinities into the 42s. It's not great, but Dale is catching up to James, so this could be a fight for P2. And we got Don Silva under pressure from the 2 Red Bulls behind, as we're on lap 5 out of 26. As I think James has now just recomposed himself a bit. Might have had a little bit of a snap somewhere. A little bit of the back end losing. You know, just getting away from him slightly. But it looks like he is recomposing himself once again. Let's have a look and see what's happening for P10 with Bullet and Ivan. As they go through the old turn 1 Cops Corner. Actually, is it? Yeah, it is Cops Corner. Yes, as they go through Maggots and Beckett. Side by side on entry, but Bullet able to keep it through. Onto the Hanger Straight. Is he going to send it down the inside? No, Ivan thinks better of it. Let's have a little look as Sloshy comes into the pits. Is that for front wing damage? We'll keep an eye on it as Vallicello now sets the pace. 42.3, I believe that's the pace that Infinities was setting. Have we got a front wing change going on that Sauber? No, it's actually a drive-through. I think it might be a glitch. Ladies and gentlemen, F1 2018 esports ready. He was there for a while, so I'm guessing it was a front wing change going on there. So Sloshy will rejoin down in 15th. Actually, it might be a bit close. And here comes Baba, but he is going to get out just ahead of him. So Sloshy will be in 15th place. We got B. Morgan and Rich going side by side. And B. Morgan coming out on top for the moment. And Vallicello gets a 3-second time penalty. I think that has been the one thing that Vallicello has to improve on. He is very quick, but he just keeps accumulating too many 3-second time penalties, which does damage him at the end of the race. As we're on board with SJH, will he send it down the inside? He has a look. Don Silva sliding around ahead of him. A good run out of club by here, and it could be on into Abbey. Turn 1. Let's have a look. Will he have a look to the inside? No, he's going to stick behind. Will it be into turn 3 Village? No. But his teammate might have a little look. His teammate could have a good run on the run down into Brooklands. As they now come out onto the Wellington Straight on the run down to Brooklands. SJH getting very close to Don Silva as they go through left field. No move being made yet though. And this is actually the closest battle on track, and it looks like Jacob has lost a bit of time to these two. So hopefully Jacob can close back up. But I gotta say, what a start we have had to this race. It was absolutely wheel to wheel, 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide into pretty much every corner. in this midfield. Absolutely fantastic to see. Now surely SJH, he's got to look to send the move at some point. But Don Silva is also catching up to Dale, so this could turn into a fight for third place. And he had... Oh, he's gone for it. He's gone for it. Oh, no. I thought SJH had gone for the move, but I think last minute he kind of backed out of it. As Sloshy has actually dropped behind Baba. What's happened back here then? Is it a mistake? I don't know. As we got Bullet into the pits, that promotes Nas up to 10th. Let's get back on this four-way scrap for third place between Dale, Don Silva, SJH and Jacob. As we got Messi getting a 5-second stop-go penalty. It's not going to help him out. As there we go. SJH down the inside. Unable to make the move stick as they go through left field. Onto the old pit straight. And there he goes. Oh, nope. Nope. That was just a little bit of a back end lost. I'm not sure what's happening here, lads. I'm not sure as they go through Cop's corner. It looks like SJ is trying to make the move. But the camera angles are changing at the worst possible time. As they go through Maggots and Beckett's. As that is actually James up ahead. Dale was actually getting a bit out of shape. Through the Maggot and Beckett's complex and out of Chapel. So would this be Don Silva's chance? Into Stowe. Yes, it is. It's side by side. Dale will hold the inside line into Vale. But Don Silva gets a nice switch back line. Who's going to be the man leading? Beautiful little shot this is. And Don Silva has made it work. And is that going to be Jacob making a move on his teammate? No, not just yet. As SJH goes down the inside of Dale into Village as they come through onto the Wellington Straight. SJH getting up into 4th, Don Silva getting up into 3rd, and Dale dropping back in this race, dropping back to 5th, and he could be under pressure from Jacob. And Vallicello is not that far behind. And then we got a bit of a gap then to Sneaky Ninja. Going down, I mean, but one of the favourites right now. Sloshy all the way down in 14th place. That is not where he wants to be. And it looks like Don Silva does actually have the measure of these guys in this Maggot and Beckett's complex. As I did see him go off there. I thought I saw him go off up ahead. He did go off, cut the corner, 3-second time penalty, slapped onto him. That is not going to help him now. As Messi is into the pits and he will be serving his 5-second stop-go penalty at the same time. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 4-way scrap for 3rd place. These guys separated by 1.5 seconds. In fact, less than 1.5 seconds. Jacob goes past Dale. Dale's trying to hang it around the outside. We got SJ having a little look on Don Silva. Or was that just the camera angle getting on my nerves again? Yes, it was the camera angle getting on my nerves again. Unacceptable, FIA. Unacceptable. We want to be able to see the action. As Vallicello also gets past Dale. What's happening with Dale? Has he got front wing damage, I wonder? It doesn't appear to be any front wing damage, but Vallicello also getting past Dale. He is just dropping back in this race. So we got The battle for third right now between Don Silva and SJH. We got the battle for fifth brewing between Jacob, Vallicello and Dale, if Dale can stay on the back of him. But we're gonna keep it locked at the moment on these front guys, and I'm just gonna point it out. Infinity's HD is just under 13 seconds clear of James in second. He is mastering these conditions at the moment, and it is great to see as he goes on to lap 11. As we got Ivan and Sneaky Ninja having a little bit of a battle. Let's have a little look at this. The Ferrari getting the move done through the club section. But we're going to go back up to this fight. So there we go. That's a nice overhead view of the action. I do enjoy that camera angle. But there is no moves being made at the moment. I mean, I'm not sure what the weather forecast is going to be for this race. In fact, let me go on to TV cam just to analyse the situation. It does appear to be quite... It appears to be heavyish rain, I do believe. It is falling down quite quickly. I don't think it is time for the full wets yet, but if the conditions continue like this, we could be seeing the full wet compound tyre come out to play. Here we go, SJH. Let's go on to broadcast mode. Is he going to try it around the outside of Stowe? No, he doesn't. But Vallicello does go off at Stowe. At Stowe, sorry. I said stall. Don't stall. It's not good as we got SJH down the inside of Don Silva for the final corner through club. And Don Silva maintaining third place for the time being. Vallicello getting past Jacob into Abby. Will Jacob come back at him? That's an awful camera angle. Jacob does try to come back at him, but unable to get the job done. And Dale, he's just hovering outside the second. He is just under 1 second behind. Sneaky Ninja has dropped a bit of pace to Ivan since the Ferrari have got past him. And Sloshy still all the way down in 14th place. Not a great race for him. And Bullet down in 15th. Also not a great race for him. Here we go. SJH got a nice run on Don Silva, but he's not going to make a move into the old turn 1 Cops corner. And he's going to be under pressure from Vallicello now into Maggots and Beckett. But obviously no move going to be made as Bullet gets past Sloshy. And Rich, I'm not sure if contact was made between them, because we're trying to keep our eyes on this fight up here. Will Vallicello have a little luck? No, he won't, as Infinity sets a new fastest lap of 41.5. As here goes SJH into the pits. He is bailed out, and the undercut might actually be worth it. It might be worth. So let's have a little... Oh, here we go, side by side. Vallicello and Jacob. Vallicello staying ahead of Jacob for the time being. But all that does is alleviate some of the pressure that was on Don Silva. Hopefully now he can get his head down, try and close up on James in second place. Vallicello, he does have that 3-second time penalty, same as Don Silva. So we're going to see what he can do as Baba sets a new fastest lap. Sloshy has retired from the race. let's have a look. Was it just an unfortunate mistake? Let's have a look. Right on board with Ozone until we see the stricken car. I believe that was him then off on the side as Messi gets out of the way of the front runners. So surely we're going to be seeing some people diving at the pitch, and yes, here we go, Don Silva, Vallicello. Vallicello's actually hit Don Silva on the run into the pits. That is going to be unfortunate for Vallicello, because he is going to have front wing damage. Battle of the pit crews right now. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Vallicello does have a front wing change, so lucky for him. Oh, nice lag there. From the looks of it, looked like Don Silva just completely lost the back end out of the box and just spun into Jacob. But that does mean Vallicello now drops behind absolutely everyone. He drops behind Dale, Jacob, SJH. The undercut has worked for him. He is now up into 4th place. He is ahead of that little pack, but not by a huge amount, it seems. Sneaky Ninja will have to make a pit. James could be under pressure. Also, when he comes in for his pit stop, Infinities, though, I think Infinities is a bit. He's clear. He's clear, I'd say. You know, that's a healthy gap, a very healthy gap to have. But unbelievable heights right now for Sneaky Ninja. But surely he's going to be pitting this lap. As Infinities goes, he sets a new fastest lap. Those tyres are 14 laps old, mate, and you're setting fastest laps. Unbelievable. As James comes into the pits, obviously fearing the undercut, the powerful undercut. And Sneaky Ninja dives in also. And SJH, he is on the hanger straight. Coming through. Stowe on the run down to Vale. And James is still in the pits. He has just been released from his box. Yeah, he's going to get out ahead. As SJH sets a new fastest lap. Actually, no, this could be quite close. SJH has actually got past him, but he's got a 3-second time penalty. Unbelievable. James loses the back end a little bit when he put on the power coming out of the pits. And he is now behind both SJH and Don Silva. But look at that gap that Infinities has got. I know he's got to take a pit stop, but a 44.9 second gap, 45 second gap, that is pure dominance at this point in the Grand Prix. But this battle brewing for 2nd and 3rd on the podium is only going to heat up. It is only going to heat up, guys. So put your money down now. Who is going to come 2nd? Who is going to come 3rd? Who is going to win this race? Let me know. So far we've had one retirement, and that is one of the favourites, Sloshy, in the Alfa Romeo Sauber. As Jacob is lining up a move on that McLaren as they come on to the hanger straight on the run down to Stowe. He is in the slipstream. Will he make a move? No, he won't. He's going to keep it behind for now. But it could be a little bit of a move into Vale. No. He had a little luck, mind. He did have a little bit of a luck as they come through Club. And that is quite a nice camera angle when you're watching a battle, but only when it is on a battle when you're looking at the car ahead. That nose cam. We got Vallicello closing up on Dale for 6th place. We got Ivan and Baba getting very close with each other on track for 8th place. We got Jacob and James very close for 4th place. And SJH, he is pulling away from Don Silva, who is equally pulling away from James. As James goes wide, that's going to allow Jacob to hang it round the outside of left field. And he's done a switchback line, cut back underneath him. Jacob is ahead. He is ahead as they come onto the old pit straight down into the old turn 1 of Cops Corner. And Jacob maintains the lead as they come through Maggott and Beckett. This is very close stuff. Vallicello also closing in, Dale right behind him. So we missed the move from Vallicello on Dale. As we got Infinities into the pits. He's going to be out in first. He just is. I mean, there he goes on his way. Loving life. He's absolutely mastered these conditions. As SJH just coming across the pit straight right now into turn 1. Abbey, Don Silva not too far behind. Jacob is within that 3-second penalty, mind, as Dale gets a 3-second time penalty also, and James actually losing a place to Vallicello, so we didn't see that, but Ivan is actually closing up on these guys. So this battle there could be a few more guys in this battle, which is what we like to see. We like to see a lot of cars scrapping out for as many points as they can get. But to my knowledge at the moment, Don Silva, Vallicello and James and Dale has a time penalty. I can't remember if Jacob got a time penalty. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if James got a time penalty, but it is what it is. As we are on lap 17 of 26 of the British Grand Prix, Silverstone, round number 10 of the AOR season, here with the lads of F6. At the moment, Infinity's just cruising at the moment, as we got a yellow flag in sector 3. I'm guessing that's for a lap car getting out of the way, as Jacob is now all over the back of Don Silva. This could be a move into Vale. Nope. I mean, I was saying Vale would be a great place to overtake, but it doesn't appear to be many moves happening in Vale at the moment. It seems to be capitalizing on any mistake anyone can make, as Vallicello picks up another 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him. As James has now dropped off the back of Vallicello and is under pressure from Dale, and Ivan not too far behind. So that's going to be a nice freeway scrap for 6th place, or what could be potentially 5th place, because Vallicello does have 6 seconds of time penalties. But we got this freeway scrap at the moment for 3rd place, and I think Jacob's the only one that does not have a penalty out of these 3. I'm not sure mine, but I think Jacob is the only one. I know Don Silva definitely has 1 penalty to his name. I know Vallicello has at least 2. As Jacob is closing up, Rich gets a 3-second time penalty. Also, excuse me, as I take a little sip of coffee. We got Jacob just 3 tenths behind Don Silva. I'm not sure if Jacob knows that Don Silva has a penalty, but he hasn't got to make a reckless dive. He's just got to be calm, collected, calculated, and he could be on that podium. As we got this three-way scrap right now, Dale, James and Ivan, the Ferrari, the Haas and the McLaren, as Bullock gets a 3-second time penalty also, which is not going to help him because he is just outside of the point. So even if he does catch up, as Dale gets a brilliant run on James, this side by side coming into Brooklyn. There's a bit of contact between them, but nothing too serious, as there goes Ivan around the outside of Luffield, and Dale has actually been overtaken by Ivan. But Ivan, he has a little bit of a snap of oversteer on the exit. Does that compromise him whatsoever? No, it doesn't. He is right on the back of James as they go through the old turn 1 of Cops Corner, and the run down to the Maggott and Beckett's complex, as B. Morgan also gets a penalty. Ivan also gets a penalty. That's not going to help him. We're on board with Ivan right there, as he picked up that time penalty. Infinity setting the pace. Of course he is in a world of his own today. He has literally got into first and he's just cruised away in these conditions. As Vallicello gets another 3-second time penalty. As Ivan looks down the inside, is he going to make a move? He does send it down the inside, but... oh, he spun! Ivan has spun! Now, I'm not sure if there was contact there between Ivan and Dale. Dale has also dropped down to 8th behind Baba. But Ivan definitely took a spin by there. I'm not sure if he made contact with James, because we was at an awkward camera angle, to be honest. But hopefully Ivan will have that recorded, and also Dale as well, just to see what did happen, because it looked like James definitely did leave him the room, and I'm not sure if Ivan just hit the back of James, went into a bit of a half spin and made a little bit of contact with Dale. I'm not sure if that's what happened, but either way, Ivan now with it all to do down in P10 and with a penalty to his name. He's got a lot of ground to make up, and Dale also has got some ground to make up. James now, pressure's off him slightly. He can just go about his business, as we got Vallicello and Jacob and Don Silva getting very close to each other. Also, Jacob right on the back of that Renault, just looking for an opportunity, just looking, sniffing an opportunity for a podium. And this is the camera angle I was on about. This is where it's perfect, when you're looking at a back of another car. As we are on lap 21 of 26. The race is absolutely flown by. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, we've been treated to some brilliant driving here today, especially from Infinities, who has just controlled the race. As Ivan is getting right at the back of that Renault, and we got Baba actually closing in on James, and Sneaky Ninja does get past. Nope, Sneaky Ninja gets a penalty. Ivan gets past Sneaky Ninja. Pardon me. My mistake. And it looks as if Don Silva is just, you know, he's managing it. Though he does run off track a little bit, which is going to allow Jacob to close right up from the Maggott and Beckett's complex. And let's see what the exit is like through Chapel onto the Hangar Straight. Let's see, Vallicello gets another 3-second time penalty. That's 12 seconds, I believe, that's going to be added to his time. So that will actually... in fact, that's very dangerous. He could actually be in a bit of trouble, Vallicello, because I'm not sure how many people got time penalties. I know Ivan's got one, I know Sneaky Ninja's got one, I know Dale's got one. But I do believe that Vallicello will drop behind the likes of Baba and James at the moment as it stands. And B. Morgan appears to be out on soft tyres. But I kind of want to have a little look and see how he's getting on those soft tyres. He is on soft tyres. Unbelievable. I mean, I can see the rain is actually drying up slightly as he gets out of the way of the race leader. But he's gone for a bit of a trip, has B. Morgan. But here we go. Renault versus Red Bull versus Ferrari for third place. I mean, Vallicello is not in this fight anymore, but I can guarantee he will want to say he finished third on track. And if it weren't for the penalties, I mean, Vallicello is a very quick racer, but he has got to stop with the penalties because it is jeopardising any hopes of him even getting in a championship fight as it stands. So I believe the next race up is Germany, and that's going to be a very interesting one as well. As Ozone gets a 3-second time penalty, as Vallicello did have a little look down the inside of Jacob. Jacob were back end stepping out. Little snap of oversteer, and Infinity's getting a 3-second time penalty. So that's Infinity's first penalty of the race. And will Vallicello send it down the inside? Not sure. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. But this is just is a scrap at the moment between these three. As I said, I don't think Jacob's got a penalty, so I think he'll end up winning the war between these three. But Vallicello is no longer in this podium fight with the amount of penalties he has. In fact, you know, I think he'll drop down to P7, maybe even P8, I'm not sure. We got a yellow flag in sector 2. Not sure what for, but Vallicello, he is still. Oh, nice back end stepping out, but there's Jacob goes off circuit slightly. This could be side by side for the Maggot and Beckett's complex. No, lads, don't be doing that. And Vallicello does back out. I mean, that is not a place where you want to go side by side in the wet conditions. I mean, it's tricky enough to go side by side through there in the dry, but in the wet, you gotta have absolute pure commitment that you're gonna make that move if you're going side by side through there. So I'm glad Vallicello kind of backed out of that then, because they would have ended up in a collision, especially with the line that he was on. But they, especially, you know, he was on the rumble strips, he was only ever going to slide on, so it was great that he saw that turn into an accident and backed out when he did. As we got another freeway scrap right now between the other Ferrari of Ivan, Baba in the Williams and James in the McLaren. Now this is actually pretty crucial, because if these guys battle each other enough, Vallicello could still come out with P5. As Jacob right now, he does have a free opportunity by here to try and get past Don Silva if the run onto the hangar straight out of Chapel is good enough. It looks clean. It looks clean. Let's have a look at telemetry. He's on overtake mode. Sorry, hot lap. Jacob definitely has more ERS available than both these guys at the moment. ERS so crucial on this game. But a bit of a lock up there through Vale as they come around the club section. Vallicello with another 3-second time penalty, and I think That has got to be 15 seconds worth of time penalties to his name right now. Any more, he's risking disqualification. As we got Ivan literally shoving Baba out of the way right there. I mean, I don't mean he was actually violently shoving him out the way. I mean, squeezing him off track, making sure he runs out of room to maneuver. As Ivan gets another 3-second time penalty, not going to help him out at all. However, it might help out his teammate not lose an extra place to him. As B. Morgan also picks up a time penalty. As the leader is on lap 25 out of 26. In fact, he is through Stowe right now. He's about to start his final lap. So we will check back with him in around about 40 seconds or so. As we keep an eye on this fight for third, as we got a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2, and I'm guessing that is for lap cars line drivers through. Not sure, but we have been treated again to a very exciting race here with the F6 lads. As Vallicello, what are you doing? The Ferrari of Vallicello is just going for a casual Sunday drive. And where is Infinities at the moment? He is through left field at this particular time, as James does drop behind. Actually, no, side by side, James and Ivan. Ivan got the inside line, and he is going to force James off. I'm not sure if that was actually a proper force, but it didn't look like Ivan gave him any space per there. I could be wrong, mind, there was an awkward camera angle, but it did look a little bit like I am side by side with you, I am not leaving you any room. It is like the 2015 online AI, for those that remember the 2015 online AI. As we got Infinities coming through Stowe right now. He has absolutely dominated this race, and it's great to see the Force India on the top step of the podium as he comes through the club section. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, setting the new fastest lap of a 1:38.7 is Infinities. As we got SJH, who is going to come home in second place, I believe. Just need confirmation of that to come through, as Jacob is in fourth at the moment, but I do think he's going to inherit third place. And yes, he does. It is a Red Bull double podium. SJH and Jacob both getting on the podium for the Red Bull team. Vallicello will be fifth, but he is going to drop down some positions as they come through. James goes to fifth, and yep, there we go. You see, that's what I was on about. Vallicello, very quick driver, but only picking up 2 points here. So we got James in fifth, Baba in sixth, Dale, unfortunate, the pole sitter, again seventh. Ivan does come home in eighth place. Vallicello finishes fifth on track, but with the penalties drops all the way back to ninth. And Sneaky Ninja is a double points for Renault, double points for Ferrari, double points for Force India, sorry, there's only one Force India, double points for Red Bull, as they all go single file. Follow the leader, lads. Follow the, as, oh Jesus, that is a lot of carbon fibre flying around everywhere. As we're just waiting for B. Morgan, who gets a 5-second stop go penalty. I think he was just kind of done with this race. But there we have it, lads. There is your podium, lads. Infinities on the top step of the podium, joined by both of the Red Bulls. SJH and Jacob, and it has been a fantastic British Grand Prix. A very soaking wet one, but a very exciting British Grand Prix, as we do have a Brit on the podium, which is brilliant to see. So, Infinity's in first, SJH second, Jacob third, Don Silva fourth, James in fifth, Baba in sixth, Dale in seventh, Ivan in eighth, Vallicello, what could have been if it weren't for the penalties, down in ninth, Sneaky Ninja picks up 1 point in 10th, and we got Nas, Bullet, Rich, Ozone, Messi, B. Morgan unable to get any points out of this race, and the one retirement being Sloshy in the Alfa Romeo Sauber. So my driver of the day, it's got to go to Infinities. He has just controlled this race from start to finish, and it has been a very fantastic British Grand Prix. Now, there won't be any podium interviews today because I do have to shoot off. So I think you guys can all enjoy, join me in congratulating the race winner, Infinities, and the two Red Bulls on the podium being SJH and Jacob. And we'll catch you. I don't think there is a race on next week, but I think we're actually done for the Christmas break. And I think it'll be the New Year. But either way, we'll catch you next time for the round number 11 at the German Grand Prix. And we shall catch you again.